Hey everybody, just a Mongor here. Hey, we're doing a deck profile on Magnet Fiendsmith. I've been playing this deck recently. It's damn fun. It's relatively cheap. I think like the entire Magnet engine itself is like maybe $15 max. It's pretty cheap and very easy to learn. I picked this deck up in about 10 minutes and pretty much learned everything I needed to know for the most part. Starting off with the Magnet Core here, we're playing 3 copies of the Conduction Warrior. Plus minus. He's pretty much a double circular as cost sends from hand, end, or deck. To sum himself, he's also a big guy for nice OTK stuff. Play 3 copies of Beta. On summon, he can search any level 4 lower Magnet Warrior, also during your opponent's turn, not once per turn, quick effect. Tag out and summon a Magnet Warrior from deck, which is pretty cool. A lot of times during half boards, you'll get trolled or something, you can just kind of end on a Beta here, then pass to the opponent. And just tag out from a Beta into some other guy. I'm playing 3 copies of Sigma Minus. I feel like this card you could probably cut to 2. It's kind of like just a 5 mana you reveal, and you get to summon a guy using materials from hand or field, including itself. It's pretty much just a 5 mana. It also has an on-field effect that if an attack is declared involving 2 Earth monsters, you can negate the attack. It's okay. These guys we really don't keep around on field too much. It's certain boards that these cards kind of stick to. When we're going with like the Plasma Magnum lock or whatever it is. Which isn't like too much. It doesn't come up a ton with the Plasma Magna lines. So typically these guys are just kind of like extension pieces. This card is fine at 3, I guess. I really want to cut this card down to 2, to be honest with you. But it is a 2-card starter on its own. This deck plays a lot of starters and a lot of cards that just start playing. This card is just one of them. We're playing the 1 copy of Sigma Plus, the 1 Epsilon, the 1 copy of Omega Plus, and the 1 Tellusion. Tellusion is your Garnet. You don't particularly want to draw this card because it fucking sucks. It doesn't do anything in the hand. Sigma Plus here, the important effect is that when he's sent to grave, you can target a Magnet Warrior in grave and reborn it. Through combo, you're going to go Conduction, send the Beta and the Sigma. Sigma reborn the Beta, then you get a Search. Epsilon here, on summon, he can dump as a cost any Magnet Warrior from deck for the effect to become the name, and then reborn a guy with a different name from grave. The fact that he becomes a name is a little shitty, I'm not going to lie. But this card was made umpteen years ago when the Magnet Warrior build was Summon Vanilla Beta. Omega here is okay of a card. This card's very cuttable in siding, I feel. A lot of these cards are very cuttable in siding. He can reborn himself from hand or grave by popping a rock on field. If an Earth Monster on field activates an effect, you can book it, which is pretty cool. Tellusion here, you can summon it from grave by banishing the plus and the minus from field of grave. You can pop a card if it activates the effect on the field. If it's an Earth, you can snatch, steal it. Also, quick effect during your opponent's turn, you can tribute it and summon the plus and minus from banishment, which is pretty cool. That effect really doesn't come up too much. This card's just a Garnet. You don't want to draw it. He can't summon from hand. He's a dog shit card. The most optimal use for this card is just being able to send him off of the Plasma Magnum for an extra normal sum, which is pretty cool. But that's pretty much just all the Magnet names for the most part. Play 3 copies of Duotarion. Pitch it, search Bonding. That's all it does. Play 2 Kokimeru. This thing's a rock. The deck doesn't really need to normal summon too much, so you can just kind of normal him and then play. Playing 1 Emancipator Researcher. This makes Nat Beast, which is a cool card. 3 Bonding, 1 Induction. This card's very cuttable on the side, especially for going second. This card fucking sucks. Bonding's really good, though. It's a quick effect you can only activate during the main phase, so you can't play around draw with it, unfortunately. But you can either search the big guy plus minus, or you can search any level 4 lower. It also lets you add the Tellusion. You don't ever activate effect because it's terrible. And it also lets you, like favorite contact, I guess is the best way to explain it. You can just shuffle materials from anywhere outside the deck into the deck to fusion a guy. So you can use each of these effects once per turn. It's pretty much just like a yummy surprise. Induction here is just like a shitty E-Telly if you control level 4 lower magnet. And also your opponent can't pop your magnets or whatever for the rest of the turn. It comes up occasionally with that second effect, but this card's very butt. You can search both of these off the Plasma Magnum fusion guy. You really don't search this card too much. Really specific hands do you get this card. So when siding, this card gets cut a lot. Fiendsmith, Engraver, 2, Lacrima, Lurry, 2 Tract. That's pretty much it. We're at 40 cards, so... and I feel like 2 Engraver's fine. I don't really feel like I need to see it at 2. This deck's at 40, and it's very consistent, I feel. And traps, we're playing 3 Ash, 3 Purge, because our deck's entirely pretty much light and Earth. 3 Foa, 1 Nib, we can search this, which is cool. The 1 Call By. These are like last minute additions, I feel. And these are originally were droplets, which are now on the side. I like droplet, but I feel like it's kind of butt right now, just for manning it. I feel like the Purge is just a better card in general. At least like right now for this deck, I feel. Extra, we're playing 2 copies of Big Magnum Guy. This card's really cool. On summon, he searches a magnet spell. Most of the time, he's going to search Bonding. Second effect, you can send the level 8 Delusion from deck to grave as a cost to get a second normal summon immediately of a Magnet Warrior. Also, when he's face up on field, everything on field of both players' fields becomes an Earth. So if your opponent impulses you, you can basically summon this guy and win the fucking game. I've had that happen before, and it's pretty goddamn funny. We're playing 1 copy of Flux. This card's really cool. You can summon them with the 5-mana Magnet Guy or the Bonding. On summon, he can non-targeting reborn a rock from your grave. Also, quick effect, you can bounce a card back to hand, an Earth Guy, and then bounce a card back to the opponent's hand, which is pretty cool. We're playing 1 Nat Beast. You make this with the Emancipator and the Beta. Card broken. Wins a ton of different matchups. Gallant, search your entire deck. This thing gets you into Fiendsmith. This thing... a lot of times in combo, you'll have like Plasma Magnum and you'll have the plus-minus guy. You can just turn him into this and then make 2 tokens. Make an IP with it or whatever. IP, SP, Rec, Sequence, Agnum Day. This card's for beating over Liger Dancers. Also, it's just a big guy for OTK. Desiree, Lacrima, the 1 Caesar. Fiendsmith package is very standard here, nothing crazy. The only thing I don't like about this is I'm not a fan of Draco Sack most of the time. This card's kind of just a little jank sometimes. But I'm fine with it. Side deck. 3 Perulia. 2 Droll, 3 Pank. This is an Earth. This thing gets rid of Die-Fi, which is cute. 3 Droplet. 1 Duster. Should be 3. I found it. 3 Scolding. This card really doesn't end on back row. The only back row this deck actually ends on is like maybe a Bonding. It doesn't end on a lot in back row, so this card's kind of cute. Not gonna lie, this deck actually gets really fucking cooked by a Dark Ruler no more. So this just outs a Dark Ruler, that's pretty much it. And because we're in 40, I feel like it's acceptable to just play that. The side's a little weird, like, I don't know, like, it hits a wide range of things, but also not really at the same time. I was playing the Retalcies over the Scoldings, and I didn't like it. These cards, the Retalcies never came up, and if they did, it was always, like, way too late, and I didn't like it. But I like this side. I think this side's way better. Again, we have the droplets and all that shit. This card comes up quite a lot in testing. It's cute. For basic combo, you can have one of your 47 ways to get to plus and minus. We're just gonna assume we have plus minus here. Activate effect. Double circular, the Sigma plus, beta. Summon, Sigma, summon beta effect. Search for this dickhead. 5 mana, fuse 2. Make this. This thing, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be adding Bonding here. Very specific hands and instances you want to grab Induction here. An Induction you can either set or just use it for extension, search a guy, then you can get the normal and end to illusion and all that. The deck goes through so many different like lines with this, where you can really just pick whatever you want depending on what you feel is necessary, which is pretty cool. I do quite like that. There's just a bunch of different end boards you can end on, different lines you can take to get to these end boards in different orders, which I quite like. It's pretty much like the world is your rock, if you would. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Eat.